Alright, time for week 1 of BGL Season 3. Hopefully my computer problems are fixed by now. Turns out going into settings and just clicking one button fixes a lot of things, but anyway. Let's just get right into it. Week 1, let's go. A little bit nervous, I am feeling a little bit rusty, we'll see how this goes. And also we'll see if the recording's laggy at all, but... Here's hoping that it doesn't lag. Can you say North Dakota? That is, yeah, that's clear as day, North Dakota license plate. Town, please. City of Jamestown, that's helpful, thanks game. Where is Jamestown? Yeah, it's right there. Do we have an intersection? Street name, please. No. Alright, seeing if there are any other clues I can really work with, or if I should just plop it straight in the middle of Jamestown. A little bit of a hill to our west-northwest, that doesn't really help at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really very many other clues, because we don't have a street name. I think I'm just going to plot this in the middle of Jamestown and call it good. Alright, yeah, it was a little bit north. Alright, cool. 49.90. Good start. Round 2. Sparling Drive. Is that... yeah, no front plate. Oh boy, not much else to work with. I got a bad feeling about this one. Yeah, literally all we really have to go with here, I feel like, is just no front plate and vibes. What do the vibes tell me? I mean, my first thought... It doesn't really feel like Atlanta to me. Okay, here's kind of what I'm thinking. The no front plate kind of makes me feel like... Could it be Michigan, actually? Oh, that feels way too risky. No front plate is like, that just feels like it has to be southeast. But at the same time, could this be Michigan? Or maybe... Indiana? If it weren't for the no front plate, I might put it in, like, Northern Virginia. I'm not feeling good about this one. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not going to be a very good score. I feel like I have to put it in Atlanta. I don't have a better guess. It was Michigan. Wow. Dude, Michigan... Is it just me? Michigan's got to be one of the most annoying states to get in GeoGuessr, because no front plate. Michigan is the south of the north, I feel like. I feel like I was also trying to metagame that a little bit, because it's so common to spawn in the Atlanta area, whereas somewhere like Detroit is a bit less common. Mistakes have been made, but, you know, it is what it is. Round 3. That is a front plate. Cannot tell what the design is, though. South Villanova Drive. No front plate there. Front plate there. Dude, I can't tell what that plate is. What about Missouri? That feels like a crazy shout. Missouri feels like a crazy shout. This tree right here kind of makes me think southeast. But this one, this is just kind of tough. Dude, do I go with Missouri? Do I want to try to metagame this again? Because Missouri isn't very common, I feel like. Okay, if it's not Missouri, where else would... Could it be the Chicago area? Dude, I think I might just put this in St. Louis. I'm not feeling good about this one. One way or another, I'm just not feeling good about this one, similar to last round. I might just put this in St. Louis. The license plate's just... I'm doing it. I'm the greatest to ever touch this game. I'm the greatest to ever do it. Yeah, that one license plate, it just looked like Missouri. And I was thinking St. Louis as opposed to Kansas City, because I kind of wanted to hedge a bit more with Illinois. I was the only person to go with St. Louis. Okay, so far, there's still like a... Today's Tuesday. There's still like a whole week for people to play this. Bouncing back from round 2 in a big way. All right, on to round 4. This is Alaska, isn't it? This is 100% Alaska. Railroad Business Park. Yeah, Arctic technically. Yeah, this is Alaska. Now, can I pinpoint this? Is this Anchorage? Is it the Kenai Peninsula? Is it Fairbanks? Mountains to our west? Right next to railroad tracks. There's stuff to our north as well. Where would we be in Alaska where there are mountains to our west? Hold up, wait, what's to the east? What's to the east? Do we see anything to the east? The fact there's no mountains to the east tells me this is probably not Anchorage, right? But at the same time, Anchorage feels like a decent hedge. But let me look at the Kenai Peninsula real quick. Are there mountains to the west at some point, like around here somewhere? It doesn't really look like it. It's mountains to the east. I feel like I've never spawned in Fairbanks. But let me real quick try to scroll out, and zoom in here. Dude, this might be Fairbanks. There's mountains to the west in Fairbanks. Can I try to find... I mean, yeah, railroad running east-west, kind of. I think that actually looks right. I think this is Fairbanks, I think. Railroad Business Park. Is there an area called, like... I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to put it there. Let's go. It was Fairbanks. Whew. Dude, if I'd gone Anchorage on that, I would have been so upset. All right, awesome. So 3 great guesses so far, and then 1 bad guess. But yeah, I mean, the thing that really sold me there at the end was just the fact that the railroad looked like it was at the exact right angle, like slightly, very slightly facing northwest. Obviously, mostly east-west. But all right, round 5. Florida. That looks like no front plate. That looks like a front plate over there, though. Yeah, no front plate there. I mean, at the very least, we've got a general part of the country, at the very least. Might put it in Jacksonville. Yeah, I can't tell what the design is on the plates, unfortunately. If it's not Florida, it could be Georgia. It could be, like, Mobile, Alabama. It could be, like, maybe Louisiana. But I feel like Florida is the best bet here. I kind of want to go with Jacksonville, but if I'm wrong, it's okay, here's the thing. If I guess Jacksonville, and it is not Jacksonville, I can almost guarantee that it will be to the west. Somewhere to the west. I kind of want to put it a bit further to the west to hedge with that. Part of me just wants to put it in Georgia. Part of me wants to put it a bit further south in Florida, like Orlando. I'm not saying like Miami, as far south as Miami, but just further south than Jacksonville. Wait, hold on, whoa. Is that an Alabama plate? Could this be Mobile, Alabama? No, Pensacola. I'm going Pensacola. Scrolling out. Pensacola to hedge. I kind of want to put it even further to the east. We're going Pensacola to hedge. It was Jacksonville. Damn it, dude. Damn it. That's really upsetting. I have a marker in Jacksonville. I even would have put it in a slightly west part of Jacksonville, too. Oh, man. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Hindsight's 2020. But that was... I'm upset at myself for that. View results. I think I got, like, what, like 18K, 19K? Okay. I mean, that's still a good score. But, man. I'm really glad I got the Fairbanks thing. The Jamestown thing, that was kind of a freebie. The St. Louis guess was really good. I mean, all in all, I can't really be too upset about the round as a whole, because I had 2 awesome guesses. That kind of makes up for my 2 bad guesses. So right now, I'm 9th out of 17. Yeah, man. All right, well, no point in crying over spilled milk. We'll have to wait to see how everyone else does. I'm guessing that I'll place somewhere in the middle. And with the magic of editing, a week has passed. Let's see how everyone else did. So I ended up getting 15th place out of 37 in this seed. I'm still disappointed in my round 5 guess, but you know, we'll get to that in a minute. So let's break these down one by one. First one was North Dakota. Yeah, there was a trash can that just said Jamestown on it. I am a little surprised that a lot of people got the North Dakota part without getting the Jamestown part, but I guess maybe like the North Dakota plate is very recognizable. So I mean, that was a big clue. But how many people got Jamestown correct? Out of 37, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We actually got a 5K on this one, which I guess I'm just a little bit surprised that there was actually a 5K on that one when like there were no like street signs or anything, and I didn't really. I personally didn't think it was like pinpointable at all, just the Jamestown part. But Obviously a really good yes. Round 2. Yes. I kind of metagamed this one, but I mean, you know. How many people got Detroit? Let's see. How many people got Detroit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so when I say I metagamed this one, it's like, no front plates. That's usually Atlanta. It doesn't really feel like Atlanta, but I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, only 8 people actually getting the Detroit area, but a lot of people getting that general region of the country at least. Round 3, St. Louis. How many people guessed St. Louis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, yeah, 8 people getting the St. Louis area on that one. Again, the only reason I really put it in St. Louis was because it looked like a Missouri license plate, and it felt closer to Illinois than it did to, like, Kansas. I was trying to hedge a bit more with Illinois with the St. Louis guess specifically. That seemed to be another tough one, though. Round 4, Alaska. So most people did get Alaska. I'm curious how many people went Anchorage. 12 people guessed at Anchorage, which makes enough sense. Another one right there. How many people got Fairbanks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19. So we had a couple 5Ks on that one. I'm curious, how many people guessed along the railroad track? Not many people guessed along the railroad track. That's actually kind of interesting. Because that was like my biggest clue as to why I went with Fairbanks and not like Anchorage or somewhere else. Because of that railroad track running in that exact direction. And round 5, Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, better question. How many people went, where even is my, I put it around here, didn't I? Yeah, another person going right there, right next to me. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm not crazy for thinking that, well, okay. I guess the reason that I put it further west was because that one plate kind of looked like an Alabama plate, which it was not. But yeah, a lot of people getting southeast, and how many people got Jacksonville? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brody got a 5K, nice. Yeah, so 9 people got Jacksonville. So here's like an overview of like the matchup results for this week. Right off the bat, you'll notice Green Bay blows out Colorado by 36,000. It certainly helps when Green Bay has the 2 highest scorers, and when Colorado has 1 and arguably 2 people who didn't do the challenge. But even if Colorado had 4 people get 20K, that still wouldn't have been enough. So in other news, Mile High Express, no longer bottom feeders, hopefully. I mean, we'll see. I mean, obviously, it's still a loss, but only by 10K. Which, when I say that out loud, that's a lot. But 5th place on the week. You know what? That's actually 5th place on the week and... let me zoom in. This is way too small. 5th place on the week and 1st place in the Western Conference. The entire Eastern Conference won, and we had the most points of everyone in the West. So, hell yeah. Technically in the playoffs right now. And I've also got this set up for individual leaders, and yeah, top 2 scorers being from the same team. That's kind of OP. Right now, Green Bay appears to be the team to beat, but in fact, what was the next highest score? That's not the tab I meant to click on. What was the next highest score this week? Let me zoom out again. Wisconsin with... Okay, so Wisconsin and Green Bay both kind of dominated. In fact, I didn't even really realize how great of a week Wisconsin had because it was kind of overshadowed by Green Bay. But yeah, there's a noticeable gap this week between the top 2 and the rest of the league. So we'll see if these trends continue. And I guess that's all for this week. Who do we play next week? Mile High Express plays Pittsburgh. Okay. Do we play Green Bay this season? No. Sweet. All right, cool. Whew. So Pittsburgh next week. I haven't done the challenge yet. By the time I upload this, I will have done the challenge. I'm going to do it in like a minute here. But yeah, I guess that's it for me for now. See y'all next week.